Hey, it's David. Welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get in the best spiritual shape of their lives, one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling Lost in the City. Well, that's exactly the predicament I found myself in yesterday, in fact, as I'm at the Louisiana Center for the Blind. I'm in a 9-month full immersion. I'm in almost 6 of 9 months of that training. And part of my class structure is cane travel. So my wonderful, amazing instructor gave me an independent walking assignment yesterday to, go here and do this thing and come back within the time allotted. And I actually got off track. I got lost in the city, and it's just so disorienting to not know where you're at. To think you know where you're going and you're not going that direction at all. I mean, can you imagine it? When's the last time you've been lost? I mean, you just didn't know north from south and east from west. You were just turned around and you were lost. It's been a while, particularly in this day and age of GPS. But that's not, I'm not allowed to use the Google turn-by-turn walking directions. That's not the nature of this training. And so, what do you do? Well, there's 3 things that help me get back on track and get back to the center safely. Number 1, look to the sun. Number 2, listen carefully. And number 3, walk by faith. Those are the 3. So let me unpack those briefly and we'll transfer those to our spiritual lives. Number 1, look to the sun. Happily, fortunately, it was a sunny day. And, the sun was out and I'm disoriented, but I know the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. If I'm facing east, it's on the back right of my head. If I'm facing west, it's on this side, And so look to the sun and I can get some direction from the sun. And of course, the analogy is to look to the, not the S-U-N, but look to the S-O-N when we're lost in life. Maybe we never forget what it was like to be lost as unbelievers, lost without God and his son, and look to the Son of God and appeal to heaven through Jesus, whoever lives to make intercession for us, seated at the right hand of the Majesty on high. Number 2, I'm lost in the city, so I listen carefully. I'm listening for the traffic. I'm on an unfamiliar street, and this traffic's going 2 different ways. Well, I know I'm on the wrong street because the street I want to be at is it's a one-way street with 2 lanes of traffic, so I'm way off track. So I'm listening carefully, trying to find and make my way to that street, and then head, following the direction of the sun on my head, toward another intersection, which hopefully will lead me to the street I want to be in, which in fact happened. So, and then number 3 is walk by faith. You just I'd still be standing there unless I just said, Lord, I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to swing my cane and I'm going to just do the best I can and listen carefully and try to use all the skills I've been trained to find my way back. And in the spiritual sense, number 1, look to the Son of God. Number 2, listen carefully to the voice of the Holy Spirit. The word says there'll be a voice behind you that says, this is the way, walk in. In fact, Jesus said, I am the way. And so there's a practical application of that. There's also a spiritual application to that. And number 3, we're not going to get out of this thing without walking by faith. Faith is going to be required. And we're going to have to feel the fear and do it anyway. We're going to have to overcome and break intimidation. And in life, making decisions, we're just going to have to step out to find out, right? Kind of like Peter did on walking on the water. And so, it's never a pleasant experience when you're lost, when you're turned around, when you're disoriented and discombobulated and you just don't know which way is up. But all is not lost and it's not hopeless. In the practical sense, if you're a blindfolded guy walking through the city, you can look to the sun, S-U-N. You can listen carefully to all the clues around you. And number 3, you can walk by faith and just exercise courage and just put one foot in front of the other. And on the other side of the coin, in the spiritual sense, when we're disoriented, discombobulated, we're confused, we don't know what to do, we need clarity, we need direction. Well, we can look to the Son, S-O-N, the Son of God, Jesus himself. Whoever lives to make intercession for us, he's with us, he's for us, he's in us, if you're a Christ follower. Number two, listen carefully to what the Holy Spirit is nudging and pressing on you to do. And then number three, just step out to find out, walk by faith, okay? I hope that helps you a little bit. I'm just immersed in the real world of trying to figure this out, both practically and spiritually. So I hope that's an encouragement to you. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, remind you that I'm always for you. Hey, I'm never against you. God bless. Take care.